All right, fight fans. Just got finished watching the return of Anthony Joshua win a unanimous decision over Jermaine Franklin. He won by unanimous decision, and it was a slow, plodding, boring unanimous decision. Let's start with the pros and the cons. You know what? Let me start with Jermaine Franklin. He seemed game. He didn't seem intimidated by the man who was the bigger name, by the man who was a minus 110 favorite. There was no sports book or anywhere you can find that had Anthony Joshua anywhere near losing this fight. I thought that he did a good job at times counterpunching with his straight right hand. I thought that he did a decent job trying to, box Anthony Joshua. But let me get to my cons. I thought that he was too far outside. He should have really watched those fights against Usyk, and he should have been more inside. He actually was at a good range where Anthony Joshua really could have hurt him with that straight right hand. Now let's move on to Anthony Joshua. The pros. He stood tall. He used his height. He used his jab, which he actually has a pretty decent jab. We saw a lot of his boxing skills in a rematch against Andy Ruiz. I thought that he did a good job at least trying to land that right hand. And I thought he did a good job boxing. The cons for Anthony Joshua would be he didn't get a knockout. And yes, I did expect Anthony Joshua to get a knockout in this fight. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't pick him by knockout, but I did expect him to knock Jermaine Franklin out. And yes, I'm saying that because I never heard of Jermaine Franklin. I was expecting to see some different wrinkles in his game in this fight. With him going with a new trainer, I was hoping to see a different Anthony Joshua, but what we really saw was the same Anthony Joshua in the rematch against Ruiz, except this one was a little bit slower. Now, he was active, but I thought that it was a very slow fight, very technical decision, very Vladimir Klitschko-esque late in his career. Talk about the fight a little bit. I mean, it was pretty much the same from rounds 1 through 12. Anthony Joshua jabbing, Anthony Joshua trying to set up the right hand, Franklin really trying to survive and counter. It seemed like that's the only thing he had for Anthony Joshua. I wish Anthony would have been a lot more aggressive. He threw more punches, he landed more punches, but he just was not aggressive enough. I mean, I want to see my heavyweight get in there when he's in there with a fighter like this. And Franklin is not a bad fighter. Just because I hadn't heard of him doesn't mean I'm saying that he's bottom of the scrap heap. I mean, he was in there at least trying, but he's not on Anthony Joshua's level. Let's not kid ourselves. I would have liked to seen Anthony Joshua take some more chances to try to get him up out of there. The fight wasn't entertaining, so that's pretty much all I have on that. But let's talk about what happened after the fight. When Anthony Joshua was interviewed, they asked him what did he want, and he said that he wants Tyson Fury. He believes it'll be a big fight over there in the UK, and we all know that it will. In my opinion, no matter what you think about him, Tyson Fury is still the best heavyweight in the world. But the truth about Anthony Joshua is this. What I saw tonight, he still is good enough to beat C and D level fighters, but he's not going to beat Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is going to beat him by unanimous decision. He's not going to beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is going to knock him out. I'm telling you, if Deontay Wilder lays that straight right hand on him, he's up out of there. Joe Joyce, forget about it. He's not going to beat him either. So I don't see, and we already know that he can't beat Usyk. So I don't really see any high level champions or even high-level contenders that Anthony Joshua can beat. But you know what? If there's somebody that I'm forgetting, please let me know. Anyway, fight fans, what did you think about the fight? I know that you all had Anthony Joshua winning this fight, but what did you think about it? Were you entertained? Did you see some things in there he did good that maybe I'm missing? Or did you see some things in there that he can improve on? And what do you think about what I said about the top contenders, Joyce, Wilder, Fury? Do you really think he can beat one of those guys? And if you think so, I would like to know how he can accomplish that. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can keep talking boxing. Other than that, fight fans, that's all I got. I'll let y'all later.